had tremendous opportunities to do things, and education gave me that. So every kid I see in my class, I connect with, especially those who may have come in and they're not quite sure what they want, or they're not quite sure what they do. So that was the energy of that. I think the tools that you all have now, it's inspiring. You just tell your stories. That's what you're supposed to do. The documentary is called No Excuses. It's a collaborative effort with my wife and I. My wife is a professor in kinesiology. She's the love of my life. She's the reason why I do what I do. And what I did was pretty much follow her around and chronicled a 2.5 to 3 year process where she identified a school in Harlem. She went in and did a whole complete makeover to provide purposeful physical education, nutrition, the whole deal. Using that as an example of how to change schools to physical education, proper physical education, one that promotes lifelong learning, lifelong fitness, rather than just playing games. And we use that as an impetus to make change across the nation. So we went to other places who are doing some really terrific things as well. One of the other things that I'm known for is I was dancing a little bit in a Jay-Z video, and the director came over to me and gave me a black chip, which was a poker chip. And I said, "Oh yeah, thanks, what's this for?" And he said, "Oh, we want you to do a one-on-one with Jay-Z." By the time I had to go up there, I wasn't just going to sit there. My wife was standing right there, and she made sure that she shot it all on her iPhone. So right in the middle, as he was singing to me, I was supposed to look very interested, and I was bopping my head, had the beat going. But then as a second, I just decided I was going to stand up, and then I started doing my salsa moves, and he loved my salsa moves, and he was giving me a salute. And then basically it ended up going in there. They called back. They wanted to know who I was. They wanted to know my background, everything. And little did I know that they were actually going to credit me for the film and give me street cred. When I came back to school, other people had already knew about it. My students were all like, they were looking at me like they didn't know if they could touch me or something. And it was like, well, I'm still the same John. I just happened to do a stupid little dance and got a little bit of credit from it from Jay-Z. That was all. I was blown away because what happened first, it's kind of cool the way they do it. They actually, the president and the provost and my colleagues and the people in the academic senate, people on the committee, they all come to my class. And it was just touching to share that with my students because my students were aware, as I said, people had come in to watch it, us interact. And so when I got it, it was just such an excitement. I thought about my mother as well, who died a couple of years ago. And I thought about my family, and I thought about where I came from, and to be able to be recognized for that, and I'll always be recognized for that. So that's something that means a lot to me, and I was just happy I was able to share it with my students as well. And my students understand sometimes I take on things that I want to have a say on, and I want to bring them into it, and they come all the time. And for that, I personally want to thank each and every one of them, because it's like that's that crazy professor that in addition we can learn about things, he actually expects us to go out there and change the world. I want each and every student to make sure that they tell their story and help make the world the way they want it to be rather than the way it currently is. A bit of a salsa and a little bit of a hop. So in that, that's what I did. So I just... You can put a little bit more of a hop on it if you want to get a little gangster or something like that. And that's it. That's how you do the Picasso baby salsa.